Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. My guest today is Robin Cleary. She is the Executive Director of Keep Kingsport Beautiful. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So tell me, there's a lot going on with Keep Kingsport Beautiful.
There is. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now. I used to say spring was our busiest time of the year, but we do not have a time that's not busy any longer, which is a good thing. Yeah.
Good, good. So you were telling me that there's a conservation camp that's gearing up or going on now. What is that?
Our conservation camp actually starts next Tuesday and runs through next Thursday. It's sponsored by Republic Services, and it is it's just such a wonderful opportunity. We have about 900 fourth graders coming from Kingsport, Bristol, and Sullivan County schools up to Eastman's Bays Mountain Recreation Area. They are generously letting us use that for our camp.
Nice.
And we have 14 different outdoor classrooms. So the kids are going to learn about everything from forestry conservation and paper making by Domtar, industry's role in the environment. We've got Nuclear Fuel Services there and Eastman, both that are large industries that are very conscious of the environment around them. We've got a really great Native American tribe that is indigenous to Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee, the Yuki Nation. They'll be there.
Yeah.
We've got a session on biomes. We've got recycling,
My goodness.
watersheds, water tables, underwater robotics. So it is just a great camp. The kids love it. That gets them outdoors, hands-on, kind of a time that they can let loose, but they're learning. We work really hard to make sure that we're tying in with their curriculum with biology and geology and a little bit of history and everything. So I love that part of my job. The conservation camp is one of probably the more favorite programs that I get to work on throughout the year.
Well, tell me a little bit about the ages for this camp and when is it?
It's just they're fourth graders. And,
you did say fourth graders. So it's after school?
No, it's during the day. It's a field trip for the school.
Oh,
so they sign up, and so I think on the first day I've got 5 schools coming up, and Wednesday and Thursday we've got a few more schools coming up. So it's a field trip for the schools. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. So different schools sign up and then they just take turns coming, and it goes on for a week or so?
It goes on Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll be up there starting Tuesday morning, and the camp runs from 9:30 until 1:30.
Okay.
They bring their lunches up, and again, it's just they get to learn a lot of really cool stuff, and get to get their hands on things, and they really enjoy that.
That sounds neat. How long have you guys been doing that?
Gosh, we've been doing conservation camp for probably about 12 or 13 years now.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
So see, it's good to relearn these things. It's like I don't know if that was going on when my kids were in school. It probably was. I don't know. But see, now it's good to get the word back out, because I guess we just get used to hering about these things sometimes and never really pay attention to it. So that's pretty cool. So tell me some other things going on.
Well, we've got a couple of cleanups, actually 3 cleanups taking place on October the 12th. We'll be doing the South Fork of the Holston River cleanup. BAE Systems sponsors that, and their employees actually come out and work that cleanup. So we'll be doing things all along the green belt that borders the river. Hopefully you'll have a few folks out in some kayaks and some waders getting to some of the debris that's harder to reach from the shoreline. We'll be doing a green belt cleanup that's sponsored by Eastman Credit Union and Ballad, and we'll be working all along the green belt. We meet at the green belt cleanup at the parking lot adjacent to PetSmart, and for the Holston River cleanup, we meet at the parking lot there on the green belt at the Hanging Bridge.
Okay, and that is October 12th from 9 to noon. And if people want to help, anybody can help, right?
Anybody can help. You can show up. We have all the supplies for you. We'll have the plastic bags, the rubber gloves. Wear old clothes, wear old tennis shoes. Again, if you've got the waders, bring those. And we also have that same Saturday taking place, the Riverview, Borden, Park, and South Central Kingsport cleanup. And we have a couple of groups of great volunteers with the South Central Kingsport Community Association and New Vision Youth with Johnny May Swaggery that come out and help us with that one. But again, if you live in any of those neighborhoods, those folks, they meet over usually at the splash pad at Riverview and start out there. Go out and join them too.
That's fabulous. So do you usually get a pretty good turnout with people helping?
We do. These three cleanups have been rescheduled from April the 20th, which is when we normally do all of our Clean Sweep Kingsport activities. But we had a lot of rain, and we actually, the river flooded its banks, and so therefore Reedy Creek flooded its banks, and Borden Park was really swampy, so we had to reschedule these three.
Gotcha.
And of course, Kingsport Public Works will have crews out there working with us the whole morning in all of those locations.
So people can call 392-8814.
Yes.
Is there a Facebook page or a website they
We
can
do
go
have
to?
a Facebook page. You can email me. That email is rcleary@kingsportchamber.org. And we are part of the Chamber's Chamber's website. Facebook,
Okay.
put a note on there. I'll get back with you.
Okay, sounds good. So it's just then an easy way to remember is go to the Chamber website.
Yes.
They can go to Keep Kingsport Beautiful from there. So that'd be great. The more volunteers, the
Oh,
easier it is, the faster
absolutely.
it goes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what else is going on?
Well, we've got a big fundraiser coming up. We had the news conference for it yesterday. Our Halloween Bash is October the 25th and 26th.
Oh, that's always big and wonderful.
It is, and we've expanded to 2 nights. So it's a 2-night
Really?
event this year. We've added a night of concerts on Friday night.
Oh, okay.
And then, of
cool.
course, the Halloween Bash itself and the costume contest is on Saturday night. Great entertainment lined up on Friday. We've got a local favorite, Donnie and the Dry Heavers.
Love Donnie and the Dry
They're
Heavers.
fantastic.
That's one of my son's best friends.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're a great I love listening to them too. And they are opening up for Tuesday's Gone, which is a Leonard Skinner tribute band. It's one of the best in the nation.
That's going to be fun.
They were at RACS a couple of years ago and were just phenomenal. And folks kept asking James Phillips, who actually puts on this event, and they kept asking when they were going to get to come back. So we've brought them in for Friday. And then on Saturday night, Benny Wilson, the Benny Wilson Band.
Again,
and
popular.
Regional favorite. And so we've got the tickets on sale right now. You can buy them online.
How much are they?
Let's see, for the Friday night, they are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. For Saturday night, they are $7 in advance and $15 at the door. Or you can buy a
So
combo
around there.
ticket for $20.
Oh,
for both
okay.
nights.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is there going to be food and drinks people can
We'll
buy?
have food trucks and beer and water, soft drinks there to purchase. If you want to enter the costume contest, that's $10.
And those are fabulous.
Oh, yeah. And see, Halloween is my favorite holiday.
I love it,
I
too.
love it. I
I love
decorate
it.
for it, and costumes are a big deal for me. So, and so James Phillips and Crystal Phillips put this event on, and then Keep Kingsport Beautiful is the nonprofit that the money is being raised for. So it's just a great partnership with us. James he's served as chair of Keep Kingsport Beautiful in the past, has been on our council for a number of years. He's a great supporter, and we were talking, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm like, Halloween's my favorite, and nobody's doing anything here, so we kind of put our heads together.
That was a great idea,
and
Robin. I didn't know you did that.
it's so
That's
much
awesome.
fun. It's a fun night. You can dance and just watching the costumes. I'm
Yes.
the least creative person ever, so when I get to see the things these people come up with, it amazes me.
I remember seeing something on YouTube. I don't know if it must have been a couple years ago. It was Patty Lawrence. And she did the birds.
Oh yes, the birds.
That
and
was
she had
my
the
favorite.
phone booth.
She made
and
the phone
everything.
booth and everything.
Yes.
And she was in the phone booth with the birds.
And the bird was on her head, and
Oh, I thought that was clever.
it was. There are some great ones. So it's always fun to sit back and watch those, and like I said, enjoy the music and have fun. Lots of people come out with groups of friends.
And you don't have to dress up.
You don't have to dress up at all. Absolutely
That's
not.
just for the costume
If you
contest.
are a lot of people do, even if they don't enter the contest, they like to get,
Yeah.
I think Halloween lets you bring that inner self out sometimes that you normally won't let
yeah.
out, take a walk, So, but if you're a Benny fan and costumes aren't your thing, don't let that stop you. Come on out, bring your folding chairs, find your spot, get there early, and just enjoy your band.
I think that sounds fabulous. And there's a prize for the best costume.
Yes, we have a $1,500 costume contest prize. So the first place winner wins $1,000, and then the other $500 will be split up between 5 runners up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds fabulous. So we've got the conservation camp, Halloween bash, the fall cleanup, Sweep Kingsport. You are a busy woman.
It's a busy time of year, yeah.
Gosh, and so tell me, right after Halloween, now we're going into Christmas time.
We are, and so I'm also, another hat at the chamber that I wear is the director of Santa's Depot.
Okay.
So this is an event that we came up with 2 years ago, and it ties in with our long tradition of the Santa train.
Yes.
And
I've always wanted to do that.
Santa train, if you get to ride it, that's such a great experience.
How do you get to ride it?
Well, it's by invitation only. At the chamber, the staff, we go by a length of service, so you get a turn to ride the train. And I think mine was about 3 years ago, and it's a really great experience. It is. And we've got Santa train on Saturday, November the 23rd, and starting before the train gets to town, because the train leaves up in Kentucky at like 4:30 in the morning and starts that route down through Kentucky and Southwest Virginia and Tennessee. We will start Santa's Depot and down on Main Street, the Centennial Park area. It will run from 1 until 3. It started out as we wanted to have something for folks to do while they were waiting on the train, and came up with this. But I really wanted it to be child focused and all about the children. A no cost event for anyone to attend, and to really be about the experience of Santa and seeing Santa come in on the back of that train. Not so much about stuff, things that you take away from that event, but that whole experience. And so it's such a cool event. We have live reindeer. We have all sorts of entertainers throughout that period leading up to the train coming in.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there
Sure.
because we got to go to break, and we're going to
Okay.
pick up right there when we get back.
Okay.
We've got to take a break, talk to our cool sponsors, and then we'll be back in just a minute with more with Robin Cleary.